All right, this would be Various Thoughts Volume 201, Part 1, the first half of 2024. So I'm going to get video games out the way. I don't want to wasting y'all time. Story number 4 would be Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Shocker. I did not expect that. My little brother Retro was totally shocked. He was kind of acting like a YouTuber named Maximilian Dude. He was just losing his mind. If I was in my brother's shoes, I would have done the same thing. So he's looking forward to that game more so than any game that coming out this year. He's looking forward to it more than the that DLC pass. What was it, that DLC pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? So the two games that he has never played before are X-Men Children of the Atom and The Punisher, the beat 'em up game. I never played that game either. So it's supposed to come out either next month or the end of this year, which is in December. So we'll know when that date comes out. So number 5 is Rise of the Ronin. I know that the gaming journalists and the gaming reviewers, you just crushed that game to pieces. I do remember that due to the fact that it's a Ghost of Tsushima ripoff and clowning on it, and it's a AA game instead of AAA games. I feel that it should be a mixture of not only AAA games but also AA games as well, where AA games is focused on gameplay and the replay value being the primary focus instead of just everything else. And we're seeing that too often in today's video games where everything else is front and center while the gameplay and the replay value, having a little brain freeze there, being pushed to the side. So yeah, I mean, big ups to the developers and people who made the game. It looks fun, so I can't wait to play it once I get a PlayStation 5 in the future. And last but not least, it would be the rise and the straight downfall of DrDisrespect. I had a hard time finding the screenshots without running into, potential copyright issues. I'm gonna try to put up there, but I don't know how that's gonna play. So we know how DrDisrespect. Well, I mean, everyone knows who he is. He plays Call of Duty. In fact, he was with the Sledgehammer Games, which is the developing team, back in the early 2010. Yeah, early 2010. Before he left to be a full-time streamer. So the rest is history. The games that he played, like Apex Legends, PUBG, Call of Duty, you name it. Then he got hit with a permanent ban, an infamous one on Twitch, and I'll put the stories, the links in the description about it. He moved on from that to YouTube, and unfortunately, the hit this past year or last month, the hits just kept coming. So I remember at least 6 groups cut ties with him, including Midnight Society, a game that was supposed to come out that he was part of. And they decided to get together and they told him, nope, you got to go. San Francisco 49ers, NFL, they want no parts of him. I don't know if the Golden State Warriors, the NBA want parts of him. I don't know if but they, according to Wikipedia.org, they saw him on in games and stuff, Yeah, so is that Turtle Beach cut ties with him. And I know there's about 2 to 3 more groups cut ties with him. So it's just been a straight downfall because of what happened that got him banned on a permanent ban on Twitch. And he's said he was going to take a break from all this other stuff, including the live streaming, because of all the drama and everything else. Long story short, he had a Drake Bell episode. Google that young man, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into it. I don't know how YouTube is. I don't want to get hit with the copyright. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. So do your research. So that was my video game stories, the first half of it, 2024. Now, the main stories. Number 4 is going to be the Soft Guy Era, aka Drizzle Drizzle. It made its way to the mainstream media, and it's a counter to, you guessed it, the Sprinkle lady on TikTok. So the whole Soft Guy Era and the Drizzle Drizzle, it's all about men. It's satire, it's funny, but there's some men are taking it to another level, and women are not happy about that. In fact, that they have clowned them mercilessly, ripped them to shreds. This is all about men are tired of the lack of reciprocation, the lack of respect, the out of the galaxy expectations, being treated like a personal jack of all trades, along with everything else. So yeah, it is something to do with dating, relationships, and going on a downward trend. And the marriage is all-time low. The divorce is at an all-time high. So yeah. Speaking of which, number 5 is the TikTok ban, and we all know know about the story unless somebody or some group buys them. It will be an all-out ban here in the United States. So keep an eye out for that website in that app, see where it goes. And number 6 is the 3 young men busted an ex-TV news anchor in New Orleans. Not New Orleans, but Shreveport, Louisiana. Excuse me. Those 3 young men were taking notes. Looked like they were going to the Chris Hansen's How to Catch a Predator University. So I found the article link from the BET website, so I'll put the link there. Now, let me get to a little bit of sports. The LA Lakers got themselves a new head coach. His name is J.J. Redick, baby. From a guy who volunteered at a 4th grade basketball team, school, I don't know, to working in AAU coach. I don't know if he was a head coach. I don't know. to a head coach in a National Basketball Association team. That's crazy. No experience whatsoever, but we've seen coaches with no experience end up getting that position, for that team. I think it was Lawrence Frank, Pat Riley. He went from a broadcaster to on the bench, and I know there's a couple more I can't think of off the top of my head. No, Steve Nash, but he played basketball, but hey, he had no experience. And I know I'm missing one as well. So do I think J.J. Redick going to deliver the LA Lakers an NBA championship? I do not have a clue. I'm not a Lakers fan. So Lakers fans, let me know what y'all think. And oh yeah, the NBA draft. They drafted Bronny James out of USC Trojans. Like nobody saw that coming. I mean, that was predictable. That was predictable as Cody Rhodes winning the WrestleMania 40, the Universal title over Roman Reigns. Shoot. So yeah. And the champions were crowned. In the NHL, congratulations to the Florida Panthers winning their first ever Stanley Cup after winning in Game 7 2-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. Everybody was rooting against the Florida Panthers. They want to see the epic collapse. Why? Because it's fun. Because it's funny. And thank goodness they didn't become the NHL version of the Atlanta Falcons. My goodness, it would have been awful. So Edmonton Oilers, better luck next time. Don't put yourself in an 0-3 hole in the Stanley Cup. Now, as far as the NBA, congratulations to the Boston Celtics winning their NBA record 18th Larry O'Brien trophy. They won in 5 games over the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I do believe that they will get back to the NBA Finals if they can stay healthy and the teams get better. But I believe that they will get back to the NBA Finals because I'm looking at the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not sold on them yet. The Miami Heat, I'm not sold on them at all. And the rest of the Eastern Conference is just up in the air. The Western Conference is going to be a Royal Rumble, free-for-all, knockout, drag-out fight, if you know what I'm saying. Shoot, I think the Dallas Mavericks have a better shot not only getting back to the NBA Finals, probably winning it a whole thing. I mean, they did get Klay Thompson. Yes, I know my San Antonio Spurs did get Chris Paul, and they drafted a couple of players too. So my father wasn't happy with them because because one of the players, I think is Dillingham, he played for the Kentucky Wildcats. He was a better player, the one in the UConn Huskies. Speaking of which, Kemba Walker retired from the NBA, and he is a part of a coaching staff for the Charlotte Hornets as a player enhancement development or something like that. So without further ado, thanks for listening. Share this video with your family and friends, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm sorry for making the video almost 11 minutes long. Got to get some stuff in there. What's your thoughts? Have a nice day and stay cool.